everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Devinda Ojala, the Lightworker coach. So today I want to share with you 7 ways I believe meditation can help you evolve. And I'm going to be talking from personal experience. So I'm going to be sharing ways in which I've grown, healed and transformed. For those of you that know me, you know meditation is my passion, it's my love. My first experience of meditation was when I was 7 years old. But at the time I didn't realise I'd dropped into a state of meditation. I had just become very conscious that all of a sudden the sounds around me were just so vibrant. They seemed so powerful. I was aware of every sound, and most importantly I was aware of how they affected me internally. Now this is really important because I came from a childhood where there was a lot of trauma. So I had disconnected from the physical body at a very young age. So I much preferred to live out there and live with higher dimensions and be out of my body, because for me, being in my body wasn't a safe place to be. It wasn't comfortable, and obviously it was somewhere that I felt had caused me a lot of pain. So I had disconnected. I'd become quite fragmented at quite a young age, which means parts of me had separated and were existing outside of myself. Now, for those of you that are familiar with meditation, you'll understand that meditation is really an education of the mind, the body, and the soul. And it's a process and a journey to bring you back into the body fully and completely as who you really are. So your soul can be fully here and present, because for many of us, we're not whole. Parts of us have separated, we've disconnected. So it's a journey through belief systems, thought patterns and emotions that eventually allows us to reclaim aspects of ourselves that we've pushed away, we've resisted, we've feared, we've rejected, we've abandoned, thought we're not good enough, etc., etc. By claiming all those parts back, we become more and more whole, which leads us to our potential and our purpose and our mission on life. Because we can't step towards our purpose, we can step towards it, but we can't become our potential until we're fully aligned vibrationally, which is your thoughts and your emotions, and embodying this physical vehicle. So embodiment is really important. So 7 ways that meditation has helped me. So first one, it's helped me to slow down. And we hear this a lot, but I don't think most people really truly understand why slowing down is so important. We're slowing down not because we're knocking into each other or bumping into each other and it's dangerous. We're slowing down so that we can pay attention to what's happening within the conscious, subconscious and unconscious mind. Because our thoughts and our belief systems are creating our reality. So many of us are not aware at all on what our belief systems are or what the thoughts are that are creating the reality around us. And we can't create change without awareness. So awareness is the first step. So when we start to slow down, we become much more aware. And this is what mindfulness is teaching us. Slowing down has a purpose. Slowing down enough to be able to hear your thoughts. To be able to feel vibrationally what your thoughts are creating. Because if you slow down enough and become present enough, you will come face to face with the thoughts and emotions that are either creating joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, or taking you off track. So your emotions are like the GPS system. They're meant to be navigating you, alerting you when you're on track or off track. Your thoughts are the steering wheel, and you are the driver. Your body is the vehicle. So it's an education on how to use these tools. Because unfortunately, we're not taught how to use these tools we've been given. We're not taught at school, and it's very rare that we have programs, etc., around us that really combine mind, body, and soul. But we're starting to wake up now and understand we need this. We can't grow, we can't evolve, we can't thrive without understanding the mind, the body, and the soul, and how they're connected, and how we use them in a healthy, powerful way to create harmony, peace, love, connection, not to destroy ourselves and not to destroy others and not to destroy the planet. The only reason why that's happening is because we are not educated and taught how to use these tools. So they work against us because we haven't claimed our power. So until we claim our power over the mind, the body, emotions, and work with self-mastery and understand what self-mastery means, we will always feel like a victim to life. So 2, meditation helps you connect much more deeply to source, consciousness, God, doesn't matter what you call it, divinity, spirit guides. And this is essential because most of us think we're alone. We're traveling through life alone, but you're not alone. We're never alone. And our spirit guides are always trying to get our attention. But most of us are asleep. We're not listening. We can't hear them because we're caught up in the programming and the conditioning that's been passed down to us by our parents, society, ancestors, the collective. We have to break free of our conditioning, of our limiting beliefs, of our thought patterns, and create space. The moment you can create space, it's in the gaps where there's no thought, you will hear the voice of spirit. And when you allow spirit to guide you, rather than what's been conditioned or ego, which comes from fear, you will find you step onto the creative path and you start to move back into alignment with your higher self. Now, there's nobody on the planet that cannot connect to source and their spirit guides. Every one of us has spirit guides. You have a spirit guide. You have many spirit guides, in fact, and they want to talk with you. They want to guide you. Okay, step 3. Meditation unlocks more and more creativity. And again, it does that by removing the blocks to your creativity, because you are a creative expression of the divine, and the divine wants to work through you. The only reason why the divine cannot work through you is because of these limiting beliefs, fear, and the resistance we have put up. And for many of us, that can be shame. Shame of who we are, thinking we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough, we're not educated enough. But that's not true, because you were born with a unique seed of potential already within you. And that seed of potential has been covered up layer by layer by layer, but it hasn't gone anywhere. It's still there. So meditation is the peeling back of these layers that have been placed over you, that's hidden your light and who you are from yourself and from the world. And as you start to peel back these layers, you'll get more and more glimpses of what it feels like to feel alive, to feel free, to feel liberated, to feel connected, to feel at peace, to be in harmony, because those are the states of connection of the soul. So your creativity is needed. It's needed out in the world, because this is your gift to the world, but it's also needed for your health. because your creativity comes from your inner child, that divine inner child in you that wants to play, that wants to create. It's playful, it's fun, it's joyful. So when you're creating, again, you're back in alignment with higher vibrations and higher frequencies, which are what keeps your body and your mind, your emotions healthy. Without creativity, we do create dis-ease and disharmony in the physical body and in our mental health. So creativity is key. Okay, number 4. Meditation helps you set stronger boundaries. For many of us, we can be afraid to assert ourselves in a positive way. We can be shy of using our voice. We can be afraid to ask for our needs. And we keep ourselves small or trapped in situations that are not serving us, let alone encouraging us to step into our potential. When you start to meditate, you're going to become much more conscious of how you're feeling. When you become much more conscious of how you're feeling, you're going to start to be much more conscious of what you need. And the moment you start to become more conscious of what you need, you'll see where you are not having that need met by yourself or by others. And so this is where you will need to step into your power and lean into your fears and start to ensure you take full responsibility for placing boundaries. Because if you don't, as you increase in sensitivity, which you will do when you're meditating on a regular basis, your sensitivity will increase, your inner child will be screaming at you. It will get more and more uncomfortable in your physical body if you do not listen to its messages. If you do not listen to the needs and what the body is trying to tell you, the inner child becomes the lower self and the shadows start to chase you until you create a new choice. And everything comes from perspective. So by changing your perspective, you are then able to step into a different version of yourself. So you'll start to see the only reason why I wasn't saying what I needed to say or asserting my boundaries is a perspective I've had about myself. If I shift that perspective, then I can become my true self, my higher self, or at least start to explore who am I if I shift my perspective. What different behaviours, actions, words, thoughts, patterns would come from my new perspective. So it's hugely empowering. Okay, 5. Meditation will help you take full responsibility for what you're creating. So you take control of the steering wheel. So that might make you wobble a little. It can feel quite scary. When I first started realising that, I just wished I could go back to ignorant bliss. But of course, I would never go back there, because taking full responsibility and leadership for your life puts you in a position of having faith and trust in yourself and the universe. And living without faith and trust is living a very dead, fearful life where the ego controls you, or you give your power away to other people and make other people responsible for your happiness, for your joy, for making sure your needs are met, etc., etc. And this creates separation. This creates control. You cannot sustain that. So it's not until you take full responsibility for your vibrational frequency, for your emotions, for your thoughts, for what's showing up around you. When you start to do that, then this becomes a place of co-creation where you can start to play, let go more, and actually have some fun and realize you can never get it wrong. You will never go wrong. Because when you surrender and allow yourself to take full responsibility for your connection with Source and your life, the universe will start playing with you and make it so much more fun. Okay, number 6. Meditation, especially the 7 keys meditation, it's been designed to help you heal and transform the pain body. Everybody has a pain body, but the majority of people are unconscious to their pain body. If the pain body remains unconscious, it creates disease or toxicity within the mind, body, or the emotions, and creates blocks in our life. Stops us from receiving abundance, wealth, love, etc., etc. If we leave it unconscious, it will also start to sabotage, and it will be manifesting for you, because you're always manifesting. Whether you're doing that unconsciously or consciously, you're still manifesting. Majority of people are manifesting unconsciously, and many are manifesting from the pain body. And this is what I was doing for so many years, because I didn't know. Nobody had told me this stuff. It wasn't until my spirit guides popped into my life and I started to connect with them that did I start to change that program, because my life was a complete disaster at one point, because things were showing up in my life that were so painful, causing me so much suffering, because it was my pain body from my past and my ancestral line that were creating, because I wasn't taking control of the steering wheel, because I didn't realize I could. I didn't know how to co-create with the universe. I did not know how to take my power back. I was afraid of my power. I didn't trust myself. So it was a long journey for me. And the pain body, when you understand the pain body, you start to see through meditation, the pain body just wants to be loved. And the more you can open up to unlocking the pain body safely, the feelings and emotions it wants to share just want to move through you. They just want to pass through you. As a soul, you've chosen to come down to the earth plane. You've incarnated onto the earth plane for experiences. You don't judge them as right or wrong, good or bad. But the mind starts to protect you from uncomfortable feelings and emotions, dependent on your ancestral line and your childhood conditioning. And we need to break this pattern, because this will hold us back and keep us in our comfort zones and not experience a fully free and liberated life. And so by acknowledging the pain body will start to purge density from the cellular memory in the body. And this frees up space. The cells must purge density. As we do this, as we move through this purging process, we're creating space. Eventually, by clearing and transforming the pain body, we come back to more space. The more space, the more room for your higher self to guide you through life. So you are literally guided by a higher and stronger vibration than the human self. And this is what's missing in most people's lives, is the higher self and their guiding force. We need this light to guide us. Otherwise we're lost. We don't know where we're going. We can't hear the messages. And the higher self is connected to Source and your spirit guides in a really powerful way. So opening up to your higher self, opening up the crown gateway, opening up the heart, opening up your earth star, your root chakra, and building these chakras, bringing them back to health and harmony, allows you to bring in your higher self, to ground in the body, and create and allow your creations to take form, rather than create collapse, which is what I was always doing. And it's taken me a long it's been a long journey for me to become more and more embodied. So it's a really beautiful practice, the 7 keys meditation. If you're new to the 7 keys, check out the link below. I would love you to join us and experience a class. You can do that in the World Meditation Circle, which is a free Facebook group, or you can come meditate with me every month and also have access to all my guided meditations. So the guided meditations, there's a big library and there's also an archive. So MedYoga School, www.medyoga.co.uk. It's only £15 monthly, and it's a great way to learn about meditation and to be part of a small group where you'll get guidance and also practical experience. So I hope you can join us. I'm going to give you one bonus reason for learning to meditate using the 7 keys. And this goes with all meditation, many of these do, but the 7 keys meditation is something I've designed myself over 15 years, and it's helped me overcome an eating disorder, release a smoking addiction, traumatic relationships, heal a spine injury, overcome severe chronic anxiety, and I'm also at my final stages of finally healing my PTSD and having complete freedom from it. And I've always known that was possible. And that really for me is just incredible. So I want to share the 7 keys with as many people as I can because it's powerful, it's transformative, and the more you heal, shift, the more you start to move towards your true self and your potential. And we all deserve this. So the last real benefit is being able to see beauty. Beauty in everything, beauty in the world, beauty in yourself. When we're living without being able to see the beauty in life, ourselves, and the world, again, we've really disconnected from the source of all creation. Because beauty really holds and binds us all together. And when you can wake up feeling the beauty and seeing the beauty in life and everything around you, you come back to flow. You become who you were truly born to be. You become that innocent little child that was born before the conditioning. And this is what, as a collective, we're all returning to. We're just reclaiming who we already were, multi-dimensional beings with massive power inside of us. But we've just forgotten. So we're just unlearning. Meditation isn't about adding more on. It's not about having to learn more, having to add more wisdom, intelligence onto what you've already got. It's the opposite. It's about peeling off. It's about letting go. It's about undoing. Because at your core, you already have everything within you that will make your life magical. Because you're unique, and we need that uniqueness. We don't need a replica of somebody else. So that gift's already waiting for you inside. And this is what I would love to help you do, is to uncover that gift and to start to peel off the layers bit by bit. Because you will need support, because peeling off those layers can be really challenging. The mind can be a right bugger. It can be quite incessant and very resistant because it's been conditioned for thousands of years. But it's time for us to really strip away and let the past go and to allow ourselves to evolve. Have a fabulous week. And I hope this has served you. I hope this has given you some inspiration to come meditate. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a fabulous week. Take care. Bye bye.